to raise your competence and skill. So generations of law students, now attorneys, learn to research with print-finding aids. Several resources such as digest, American law reports, law reviews, loose lips, and treatises were created to assist the researcher when locating cases by subject. Popular names, tables, indexes provided access to statutes and regulations. And Shepherd Citation Service allow researchers to update their materials. So the key site and Shepherd Citation are a popular terms now in your awareness. And please take these words more personal in pursuit of your legal research. It is very important. And to penetrate the whole of your operation in any expedient and expedient way, so could be taken in that. And in the 1970s, the electronic computer assisted legal research systems, or VESTRO, and LexisNexis were created by researchers familiar and comfortable with the print process of legal research. Thus, these new fee-based electronic systems relied upon the foundation of print legal research as the basis for their development. As electronic resources continue to grow, develop and expand, law schools suddenly found themselves with Generation X and millennial students who were raised on computers and the internet. So, one empirical study is illuminate kind of differences and distinction in elements and what a personal propensity or a kind of attitudes in lifestyle or fashion involving millennial baby or students, and we generally call them Generation X. So new generations are not same as those of past. So we are now you would be millennial student. I am now in 50s, so a kind of antedated, not superannuated, unlike the retired professor. So the taste and the ways to handle our daily issues or lifestyle would quite different. So they will see ebooks rather convenient and usual form to intend. They like to read ebooks. I'm not sure. Perhaps since often humanity has the kind of propensity to be accustomed with the dominant fashion of interaction, so style. The attitude could change. Hardly change for all generations, but the growing person would be more actually receptive and very agile to receive conditions from out the world. Kind of so it is dominating to shape the personality, and so what the transformations in the domain of legal information businesses quite impacting in that is true, and we have some talk about this problem on the other side. Nonetheless, it could not be deniable. The mode of subsistence could not resist with the kind of transformation, especially for new generations, millennium students or Generation X. These students were interested in using electronic rather than print resources. Since the late 1990s, a contentious debate has ensued among law professors, law librarians, and legal research and writing instructors about the value and validity of print and electronic resources. With flat or shrinking budgets for library materials and rising cost of serial prints, academic law libraries struggle to make sense of cost of the new world of electronic resources while trying to judge the duplicative coverage created by electronic sources to print and microformats. Students continue to learn print research in legal bibliography or legal research and writing classes, but dismiss print research tools as irrelevant until a summer clerkship and lack of access to Western Lexis reveal their lack of research skills. So, well, it is kind of a great challenge actually. The law librarians and the budgetary office in university had to struggle with this. So it requires expenses to alter all the dealings into an electronic format one, so could be eclectic. In some cases, they will spend expense to create their professional website, Cornell University or other law schools to manage on their special interest and expertise, the American Constitution Society, managed by and also be a site provided by Berkeley Law School about work procedures. So the professors will be on progress about legal research, and proceedings could be made available about sharing. So comments and suggestions could be shared to enhance the quality of proceedings, and final form of articles would be improved and better quality conditions. So useful website, and you will see also in printout many other scope of free website, which will lead to cost-effective legal research in the author's argument. Now the trade lawyers would have great expertise in handling Western access. It is usual. They would be faster to search the cases in others. So that might be a lag in particular law school about lack of courses or lack of resources. Then the summer clerkship will divide the two groups of students who are ignorant or lack insufficient about use of Lexis indexes. Then it is allowing for the student, and he should follow up later to meet the requirement of clerkship or others, so internship. So the kind of job experience is one of source to improve a professional person. So we always stress at that point, you build capacity personally, and the job experience, part-time job in McDonald's or the commercial businesses, or internship in government bureau or a branch, would have will contribute to your enriching of your career. So, point is the Lexis analysis is now universal. Becomes becomes what kind of mandatory, not elective. So, element to compose a part of your professional recognition. So you are a lawyer, then you know Lexis next question. Otherwise, you will be discredited. Right? In some cases, they provoke some fear of us for your employer. Tell me the reason why you do not do this. Because of many reasons, it appears that the transitional generation will live to understand both print and electronic legal research. Accepting that, it also seems important to acknowledge that these students prefer the electronic format to either the print or micro format, as legal research approach to teaching legal research transitions into electronic formats. Perhaps the most useful and cost-effective approach to teaching students should be to focus on the three branches of government. So you have some recollection about public website named Thomas, for example. It is available in the initiative of United States of Congress, very useful. And I have make it available. Demonstrations about state government, the bills, others, and also federal register. What is the important website? GPO, Government Printing Office, that is considered as one of official venue, final form of governmental document. And also a free website managed by the university privately. Perhaps in some public course about promotion of knowledge and learning and kind of dissemination of professional information. So please exercise your search experience. So students need to know how to precisely locate a primary and second sources of law. They need to know in what sources these materials can be located, and they must also know how to evaluate these sources and whatever their format. So one important lesson you have to keep in mind of your professional career is that you have the ability to evaluate public websites about legal information. And they also have some criteria to appreciate the respective website. The first point would be whether the publisher of site is reputable and knowledgeable. And second, whether the content of the site is accurate, authentic, and objective. It's whether the content can be retrieved by keyword, author, or title searching. And fourth, whether the information is current. And fifth, whether the information is frequently updated. So the points which appears in this article is fairly implicated and perhaps not false in many cases. So please keep a note about this point. And also you will be led to some dealings in this article about current awareness of resources. So the attorneys or legal professionals could be waived in many cases and typically prone to keep away from mainstream of legal contention or social issues. So it is important to update yourself. So please explore current awareness resources, and the law school will play an important role to interact with professionals in isolation or in some cases a remote from any system or organization. So your law school experience will be antedated, your senior. Nonetheless, you will have some years of repose, and you now return to professional world and need to refurbish your legal expertise. And then please visit the website of Professor's Pro. Then you will meet the updated issues. Now, the ways of interaction via bloggers will be fairly insightful and guiding to adjust yourself into the mainstream of a professional society. One way to interact with lay world, so that is also not exception in this profession. Many eminent professors from